Hello everyone. Take the collar portion of the sweater and then lump it together as such. Pull the thread through somewhere in the middle and then pull it all the way through the top. Now make this one horizontal stitch to it and then afterwards make these vertical stitches to it, and then taking the thread on either side, slowly begin to loop it through as such. Loop it through alternatively as you can see that we are doing. Continue to do so in multiple layers. Now as you do so, then pull it all the way through and then pull it through the thread, add a pearl to it as well, and then continue to loop it around alternatively. Once you pull it through, you might adjust it to the front of it. As you can see, we are also trying to make it even at the top and the bottom. Ensure that you do this as well. Now after you pull it through, adjust this in the middle and the front, and then bring it through the side again and tie it up in place. Next, this is the sleeve. Roll up the sleeve. Make these two horizontal lines to it and then add two diagonal lines to it. Afterwards, take the thread of a different color, make this loop out of it multiple times around the needle, pull it through, and then you should have these cherry-like designs to it. Do this for both of them. Next, as you can see, we have a circular shaped hole. Pull it through the top dot and then slowly begin to stitch through it as such. After you go in one round, you will realize that this is a star shape. Continue to go in multiple layers, and then as you progress with it, you will cover up the gap that is there in the middle. Ensure that you have as little space as possible. Tie a knot to it once you're done with it. Cut off the excess amount of it as well. Next, we will take the sweater and then make this fold to it as such. Draw the two ends together and then afterwards, taking the front portion of it, mark the central portion using this cloth chalk. Do the same on either side as well, make it equidistant. Now fold over either side, make it join in this middle. After you've set it as such, thread your needle and then afterwards slowly begin to stitch this section of it. Now start with one side of it, start from the back, push it through the other side as such and then put it in its place. Do the same at the back and then repeatedly make these horizontal stitches to it. Now as you do so, bring it out through the front again. Add this pearl through it. As you add the pearl through it, bring it back to the back. Afterward, put it in the front once again, add another pearl through it, and then this time it'll come above the first one. Now once you're done with this, make multiple loops to it and then tie a knot to it. Cut off the excess. Now for our next design, we'll start off by taking this pant leg and then make a fold to it as such. In order to stitch this up, start off by threading the needle. Now after you've threaded the needle, tie a knot to it and start from the back. Now after you've started from the back, then make this horizontal fold to it and stitch it. Make it a loop around before you pull it through as such. Even now, insert the needle through this initial loop you've created, bring it up and then afterwards loop the thread around it and then pull it through. Continue this process in an entire circle and then stitch it accordingly. Now as you're stitching it, make sure that you're precise with the movement and then make sure that you stitch it in its place as such. Now continue to do so until you reach the other side. Once you loop it around entirely, and then before you do so, this is the stitch that will be seen in the back. Now if you go backwards and you pull it through, then it'll all disappear, but the stitch will still remain as such. Thank you for watching.